we need to talk about what's in your sunscreen. It may not be summer anymore, but we definitely need to discuss sunscreen because, well, we've kind of gotten to a point now where we use sunscreen year round, regardless of the season, regardless of the weather conditions, and not all sunscreens are created equal. So let's discuss, because there's some pretty concerning stuff in the majority of the sunscreens that we find in stores and that a lot of us are using on ourselves and on our children. So while we want to protect ourselves from things like skin cancer and premature aging, we're also exposing ourselves to a lot of chemicals and toxins that really don't belong anywhere on or near our bodies. And I'm going to give you a quick little list of some of the worst and most commonly used ingredients in our sunscreens. I'm also going to drop a link below to my blog post, which has all of this information in there in case you want to take notes, print it out, take it with you to the store, whatever you want to do to keep yourself healthy. I'm good with. But I wanted to point out that these are the sunscreen ingredients that you really, really need to avoid. And they are oxybenzone, avobenzone, octisalate, octocrylene, homosalate, and octinoxate. These ingredients are known endocrine disruptors, which means in essence that they are screwing with your hormones. And the scary thing is that we are so worried about our kids being exposed to the sun that we're covering our babies since infancy with these chemicals. And if that's not concerning, there have been research studies done on young boys who have been exposed to oxybenzone, which is one of the main ingredients in sunscreen. And these boys have proven to, or have been shown to have lower testosterone levels than the boys who were not exposed to oxybenzone. So think about that and what daily exposure, daily use of this ingredient in sunscreens on a little boy will do to them in the long run. It's actually really concerning. We have a pretty dire situation in the United States when it comes to endocrine disruption. The amount of endocrine disruptors that we're being exposed to before birth, even while babies are in utero. And I think it's unconscionable that this is even allowed to be used, but it is. And so it really ultimately is up to us to do our homework, do our research, read labels, not just on food, but on everything that you use. And if you have been blessed with a baby in your life, please read those labels, because just simply because something looks like it's made for children doesn't mean that it's actually good for your child. And, you know, I kind of came into all this information when my son, my firstborn, was young, and, you know, he was really going through some health, some really scary health and neurological stuff. And I was basically forced to, you know, deep dive into the rabbit holes of research to figure out what was going on. And what I started to learn was really frightening. And then I learned even more through the doctors that I was working with. And, you know, ultimately you have to trust yourself and not the companies that are putting out these products, because at the end of the day, it's just profit. It's just profit for them. Your health really doesn't benefit them. So oxybenzone, avobenzone, octisalate, octocrylene, homosalate, and octinoxate, avoid at all costs. Now, the FDA has approved 17 ingredients to be used in our sunscreens, 9 of which, including the ones I just read out, are endocrine disruptors. So they wreck your hormones. The scary thing is these 9 endocrine disrupting ingredients have been detected in urine, blood, and breast milk for several days after exposure. So again, we think we're doing the right thing, especially, you know, for those of us as parents. And the scary thing is we're not, because we're using these really toxic products on our children and on ourselves, and then passing them on to the babies via breast milk. I mean, it's criminal, to be quite honest. I tend to not like to get too, crazy in my videos, but honestly, like, you just have to, when you read a label and you see something that you don't recognize, research it, especially when it comes to your kids. I get it as adults. Sometimes we're like, well, I don't really care, what I put on myself, but your babies really deserve a healthier shot at life. So just try and avoid all of these chemicals as much as possible. Some of the other side effects of these chemicals are allergies, skin irritations, and they are also highly carcinogenic, which means cancer causing or having the potential to cause cancer. The Environmental Working Group, EWG, has stated that mineral sunscreens are the safest, so the least amount of ingredients in your sunscreen, the best. I know that a lot of people kind of hem and haw about using mineral sunscreens because they tend to be kind of like thick and tacky and leave a white paste on your skin, but or white cast on your skin. But there are, now that we're really starting to become more aware of using better and healthier products, there are companies that are coming out with versions that are just nicer to use, less thick, less pasty, less difficult to put on. And I've got a couple that I really like. I'm going to go ahead and link a few below that are good, just so make it easier for you to find. Maui Vera makes a really nice mineral sunscreen. This one is completely unscented, really gentle on your skin, and it just goes on like just a nice thin lotion. So nothing thick or pasty about this one. So that's a nice option. And the one that I really love to use on my face is the Young Living Mineral Sunscreen Lotion. This one is a little bit thicker because it's also made with a lot of really skin-loving essential oils. And the thing that I love about this for the face is those essential oils where do I go with this? I love what it's done to my complexion. Essential oils, especially ones that are just like really well suited for your skin, can do so much for your skin, keep it healthy, keep it hydrated, help you stop breakouts, all of that good stuff. So I really noticed a very nice change in my complexion when I started using this one. Now, because it's a little bit thicker, I do like to use it in the morning. So I'll put a little bit of my face lotion on the palm of my hand with a little bit of this. I mix it together and then I put it on, and I don't have any of that kind of thick feeling on my face anymore. But these are both really good options. There's a lot more, and it's, even though we live in kind of scary times when it comes to this stuff, we're also living in a time where we've got so much information at our fingertips. We can educate ourselves about what's best for us and our families, and a lot of companies are coming out with really much better, more holistic, better for you versions of products than we've ever had before. So there really is no excuse not to use better things for you. And I really, really strongly believe that we vote with our dollars. So if we stop buying the stuff that's bad for us, those companies will either be forced to shut down or start formulating stuff that's better for us. It really has to be about humanity over profit. That's unfortunately not how it is for a lot of these huge companies, but it really is up to us to make the best decisions we can for ourselves and our families. So if you're going to go out in the sun and you're looking for some really good, safe, effective sunscreens, go the mineral route. Check my blog post below for more information. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your sunshiny day. If you've got sunshine where you are right now, click like, subscribe, hit the notification button, share, let me know what sunscreens you like to use if you found a mineral one that you love. And let's keep rewiring adulthood together. I'll see you next time.